What's going on, guys? It's been a while since I've had a one-on-one video with you guys. Leave a comment below. How are you guys doing? Me, myself, personally, as you could probably tell, I took quite a leap, quite a vacation, I guess you could say, from YouTube, and I'm glad to say that it wasn't for bad reasons. It wasn't, oh, something terrible happened and I have to sell all my stuff and move somewhere, and nothing like that at all. Every reason that I haven't been doing videos has been a good reason. And so with that in mind, I'm definitely looking to get more back into YouTube. I had my time off, so really quick, this is just an update video, just giving you guys kind of an update of where I'm at in my life. As you can tell, I'm in a whole new environment. Actually, maybe not from this shot. This shot looks pretty similar to the last apartment, but I'm in an entirely new apartment, and that's actually going to be part of today's video, is just giving you guys a quick tour, because I have had a few requests for the couple of people that know I moved, but I'm in an entirely new city, in a new place, with a new car, with a new job, with a diploma. All these things have happened, and so this is just a quick video telling you guys exactly what happened. So about May rolled around, and actually let's back up a little bit before that. In March, I was still in school, and I was on what I thought my senior year, but the first semester of it, because I actually went in and I switched majors twice before I actually knew what my major was going to be. So because of that, I was a few credits behind. So to make up for that, around maybe a year or so ago, right now, I decided to really kick it up, and I took a lot more classes than the recommended amount. My last semester, for those of you that are in college, I actually ended up taking 22 credits, so it was very, very jam-packed, which already kind of explained the lack of videos while that semester was going on. But because of that, without even realizing it, I get to this last semester here, and all of a sudden I'm graduating on time, and I still thought that I'd be in school. I thought this would be one of my first weeks going back from my last semester. I'm actually all done, so that kind of hit me like a brick. And so out of nowhere, I had to go from thinking I still had about half a year of school left, which would have been okay with me, but to all of a sudden being done, needing to find a job, needing to do all this stuff. So I kind of had to put everything that wasn't that focus on hold. And so by doing that, though, just about a couple weeks after I graduated, I actually ended up landing a pretty good job. So right now I'm working in info systems, I guess you could say, but information systems IT, an IT department of a place called RTI International Metals. So I'm obviously a computer geek there, which fits me very well. So it feels very good to have a job that's actually using that degree that I worked so hard for. And definitely I've talked about this on one or two of the live streams that I've done since this video, and my last, actually, like I said, one-on-one video. But doing YouTube is something that they really loved when they found that I did that, and honestly, they just loved it, and they're actually trying to incorporate that more into their department. So definitely do YouTube is the lesson of today. But so like I said, I graduated, got my diploma. I actually ended up graduating on time, so it was a huge success, great success, as Brett would say, on my part, and something I'm honestly pretty proud for. My diploma is right over there in the other room, so there's that. So as many of you may know, the next chapter, the day of my job, like the day that I started, the first day, the exhaust decided to fall off of my car. And most of you know by now, I've had a Honda Civic, a 1998 Honda Civic EX, for quite some time now, probably about 3 years or so, and it got me through school. But as soon as I started, on my way home from my first job out of school, my exhaust fell off on the highway. And so the car could still run, but it was going to be a lot of money to fix, because I needed a whole new catalytic converter, which the state of Pennsylvania is extremely strict on this, and maybe other states as well. You can't just buy a used one and throw it on there. You have to buy an entire new one. And of course, I had to buy a whole piece of my exhaust pipe, have that welded on with the catalytic converter. So it ended up being like a $700, maybe $800 job. And I was not about to do that. So a lot of you guys may have known I've been looking for a Volkswagen GTI for quite some time now, and well, that's what I went out and got. It was a heck of a process. The bank, who shall remain nameless, definitely took a long time to get the entire process going. But once I did, I've finally been cruising around in my 2012 Volkswagen GTI for a few weeks now. And let me tell you guys what, it is everything that I hoped it would be. It has a 6-speed manual transmission, 2.0 turbo, has all the geeky stuff that I love inside, touchscreen, Bluetooth audio, can charge my phone, all, the whole 9 yards. Even a push start, keyless entry, keyless ignition, everything that I've ever wanted in this car, I have. And it feels very good to finally have it. So, but like I said, it was just one of those things where I needed a car to get back and forth to work. So that was a very hectic time. Now that I finally had a job, now I have to need a car, have to focus on getting a car. And I wasn't about to just buy some car to get me through the next couple years, because I've already did that through college. So I just wanted to, get the whole thing done and go with a car that I actually like driving and that I'm actually not like embarrassed to roll up somewhere in. So definitely worth all the hassle that it did take. A couple gray hairs here and there, but everything did finally work out. So that's one thing that was huge for me. But on top of that, I've just been getting used to my new job, getting used to the commute, which honestly is not bad at all, but I'm still not completely moved in. Of course, this was like the first thing I had to get situated, all of my tech corner here. But you know what, rather than me keep on rambling, let's just go ahead and give you guys a real quick tour, because it has been requested. Alrighty, so here we are as I just come in my apartment, and really quick I want to say I am recording this on my iPhone 6 Plus. This is going to be a test for me, myself personally, but also for you guys to see how well the camera is in terms of the optical stabilization and just the overall video quality. So here's the door that you first walk into. There's some stairs. If you don't believe me, trust me, they're there. There's stairs down there. So you walk up and this is what you see. So what I'm sure you guys want to see first is my main room here, kind of my bedroom slash computer room. This is just a 1-bedroom apartment, and just some reasons really quick why I decided to go with this particular place. One huge reason, and by the way, yes, I just literally walked up from this segment that you just watched and started recording this video. I thought you guys might like to see how I record my stuff, at least for the time being. So like I said, one of the main reasons I decided to live where I did, this guy right here. This is Verizon Fios. This is that's not Fios, that's my router. But that right there allows me to pull in 50 down and 50 up. Now, it's also cheaper. This plan right here is much cheaper, about $20 a month cheaper than what I was paying up in Erie for 30 down and 5 up. So I get 10 times, think about that, 10 times the upload speed and 66% increased download speed. That's awesome, and it's cheaper. So not too many places around here, surprisingly, have Fios. I know if you go like right in the city of Pittsburgh, there is no Fios. It doesn't exist there for whatever reason. So I'm slightly outside the city, Fios. So that was a huge seller on this place for me. But this is just, the general setup. Like I said in the intro, this right here does not look all that much different than it did for my other apartment. One thing you might notice though, is that my ESXi host is now my Dinosaur Hackintosh. This is my 4-year-old socket 1366 machine, X58 chipset. I decided that I was going to switch these. So inside of here, and actually in real time, pardon the terrible angle, I can actually remove the panel. Inside there is a Z87 Plus motherboard with my GTX 760, only 8 gigabytes of RAM, but that was a complete system switch from this. This is a Core i7-930 quad core. It has 12 gigabytes of RAM. There's 6 2 gigabyte sticks. Obviously, ESXi really does not use this at all, but this is like a socket 2011 board in that there's no onboard video, so I needed to put something there, and well, I had an extra card. So kind of a waste, but I'm not using it anyway. But I definitely plan to expand this. Tons of SATA options here. I have 10 ports, 4 of which are driven by a Marvell controller for SATA 3. Now guys, keep in mind, this is a 4-year-old machine here, and it's still kicking to this day. Actually, this day, next month, I believe it's going to be its 4th birthday. So definitely an awesome computer. And eventually I do want to rack mount this, which means this has to go. That beefy, monstrous Scythe Mugen cooler will be gone, but for now it's awesome, not too loud, and it's definitely awesome. So like I said in there, I do have a little Core i3 in there, so I don't have an i7 right now, but let me tell you what, for being a little Core i3, I can run Final Cut. I can do my 3 monitors with my 760. Over here I have Parallels running. This is my vSphere client monitoring all my virtual machines. So for being an i3, of course I still have to render, or wait a little longer to render, but it gets the job done, and I do plan on throwing like a 4770K in there when the time calls for it. So over here, my MacBook, a little ring, forget what that's even to. Right here, actually my camera is beeping at me really quick. Auto power off. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off. Anyway, so these guys over here, I actually had these done. My girlfriend's uncle did these for me. So if you guys are interested in this, I would definitely love to do like a little giveaway of these or something. So by the way, do a little thumbs up as well if you're interested in those. Right here, something I just acquired. Some of you might know what this is. This is a Raspberry Pi. This is the B Plus model. I got it for about $38 from Newegg. And right now I have nothing in mind for it. I just kind of got it because it was a good price. And I'm curious about them. So be sure to leave some comments down below of maybe fun projects that you've done, or even just suggestions for me. Please don't say Hackintosh it. It's not possible. I know there's going to be people saying, Bob, comment it. Or, wow, listen to me. There's going to be comments saying, Bob, Hackintosh it. Correction there. You can't. So there's a nice little rubber chicken there. That's something my girlfriend got me because for some reason I think those are the best thing ever. Little Newton's Cradle. A lot of this stuff you guys have seen before. Little USB N64 controller. Little flight controller. Tons and tons of cables. Inside here, tons of CPU fans and SATA cables. I mean, it's spaghetti in there. I'm not even going to go through it, but there's just so much stuff in there. All tech stuff, of course, all good stuff. So, right there, go Pirates. And here's my TV. Tucked behind my TV is a picture of the lady, as well as a PS3, the one that I took apart. So there's that. And just a quick overview of my room. Of course, the Moose did make the travel. He made the move, and so yeah, he's just kicking it old school back there. And yeah, just a quick overview of where the video production will soon be revving up. And yeah, in here, this is where the magic happens. The bathroom. Really nothing to see in there, so you know why cover it all that in depth. Tons of closet space. I just have random stuff in here. A couple of people might remember this. This is where my Power Mac G3 sat. There is a light, but I'm not even going to bother to turn it on because there's just towels and boring stuff in there. Same thing pretty much goes for in here. There's not too much to show that's in there. No monsters or anything fun like that. And here's another reason that I moved into this place. Sorry if there's any echo. Is this is one heck of an upgrade to my kitchen from what I had. I don't think you guys ever saw it. Actually, you know what? I did do a video tour of my last place with the kitchen. It was like a shoebox in there. I could barely turn around. But this place, not only is it much bigger, but I have a dishwasher, I have much more counter space, and this is a pretty sweet room, I would think, for a live build. I might have to get some of that audio foam though and put on the walls if I want to do that, because it is a bit echoey in here, but there's also not too much furniture. I want to get some shelves and put some stuff there. That's one thing that I want to put on said shelf is the Power Mac G3, of course. That made the move as well. So, you know, I'm not going to go too in depth into what's in my kitchen, but, you know, up there we have some Pringles because once you pop, the fun don't stop. Some Lucky Charms because they're magically delicious. Some cheddar crackers. I don't have a witty saying for that. And, yeah, there's some dishes in the sink. And other than, you know, kitchen stuff. And that's pretty much it. It seems kind of small on the surface, but let me tell you what, from what I was paying and for where I was living in Erie, this place with this big kitchen and actually a place to sit down and eat, which a lot of college students probably don't have if you're renting your own place. This is one heck of an upgrade. And like I said, with Verizon Fios here, and I'm just one person, it's just me living here, this is plenty of space. Obviously, I spend most of my time in here, but you know, whenever I cook, I can either finally have a choice of whether I want to actually sit down like a normal person, or if I want to sit down in front of my desk or on my bed or something. So it's nice to finally have that choice. And yeah, so overall, it's definitely an upgrade from what I'm used to. And honestly, I'm not paying that much more for it. So you know what? I think it's a pretty good deal. And with that comes the end of the room tour. So there you guys have it. There was an apartment tour and also just kind of a quick update as to where the heck I've been the last couple weeks. We do still plan on doing Tech Habit Weekly. By we, I mean myself, Dante Harris, Mr. Miley Cyrus, I'll go ahead and call you, and Terrell Clark, our producer. Right now, we're kind of between computers. As most of you guys know, I actually don't produce the show here. I'm actually just a host in it, and my video is being sent to about the central United States somewhere, and it's being all processed, uploaded, and everything there. So Terrell is actually kind of between the computer right now, so we will get Tech Habit Weekly back and up on the air as soon as possible, because it's only been about 2 weeks and me and Dante and Terrell both all really want to get a show out there for you guys. So that said, that is definitely, you know, in the pike. Going to be coming with more episodes of that. Also just more regular, quick Hackintosh tips, all of my regular sorts of videos. I hope to make a return. Now, obviously, I work full time, at least 40 hours a week now, so it's going to be kind of hard to push out videos multiple times per week, but I would like to set a goal of myself of at least one new video per week. I know next week's video I'm hoping is a quick Hackintosh tip updating to 10.9.5, which I even still haven't done. That's how behind I am. So this guy's actually on 10.9.4, so I will be doing a video and hopefully getting that out for you guys next week. But in general, I hope for videos to make a more a fashionable return and actually be on time from here on out. So that said, real life does kick in, and I do apologize for that, but like I said, I'm very happy to tell you guys that all the reasons and all the changes that have gone in my life just in this past, from 2014 until now, have been very good things, and that I'm not sick of you guys, that I do appreciate all of you that have subscribed. I think I'm up to almost about 27,000 now, so definitely huge thank you to every single person that still continues to support me and visit RocheTechnology.com. Despite the drought, the lack of content. So I do appreciate every single one of you. If you guys appreciate me as much, feel free to click that like button down below. Also, I do have my request a computer form still open. I'm trying to get some more updates going on that. So if you know anyone that would like their Hackintosh potentially built live by yours truly, then of course check out the links down below. And on that note, thank you guys very much for watching, and thanks for listening to this very unscripted rant kind of a video, but I thought you guys might like it anyway. So as I'm sure you all know, I'm at CPU Kid on Twitter. Also be sure to check out RocheTechnology.com, and I hope to see you guys back here very soon.